Hi friends, welcome to today's Friday devotional. I don't know about you, but I sometimes need reminders about things. I have a lot of reminders on my phone for things that I need to remember, lots of things on my calendar that I have come up from every now and then to remind me of things to do because I can easily forget. And what I'm experiencing now, even with some personal struggles that my family and I are going through, is that this is true of needing a reminder about who God is. You know, I think we sometimes take for granted the fact that maybe if we were raised in Sunday school or we've known God for a number of years, that we know everything there is to know about Him. We can get really in that mindset of saying, yeah, I know the names of God, or oh yeah, I know that about Him. But what I've learned a little bit this week, and what I'm hoping to invite you to take a look at as well, is that when we experience something new or different, or a new struggle or hurdle or obstacle in our life, that God is still the same, but sometimes we need to relook at who He is. We need to remember who He is in light of this new thing. In light of the new struggle or the new challenge that we face, we need to remember that He is who He says He is. Even though we maybe knew about Him before, knew Him in that way. I think often of the times when the Israelites had to put pillars down, when they had to, when they crossed the Jordan, they built an altar to remember. And I wonder how many times they had to go back to that place, and how many of them journeyed back there to remember, or as they were walking by when they were facing a new struggle or something new and challenging, and they were like, oh yeah, I remember that. And then you almost get a new view, a clearer view, or a more complete view of who God is based on what you're currently going through. And I'll maybe a better description of this is kind of what I saw this week in my own time with the Lord. As I was reading in my Bible, I came across the term sovereign Lord, and I kind of just rushed past it because I know that's what He's called. He's sovereign. I get it. But then I had a moment where I stopped and I realized He's sovereign over what I'm currently going through. He was sovereign 2 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago as well. But I needed that reminder that what I'm currently going through, He is still sovereign over that. And I needed to remember this intentionally. And sometimes I think we can just rush past what we already think we know and not slow down and be like, oh yeah, He is who He says He is. He is the healer. He is my Prince of Peace. He is my comforter. He is all those things that He says, but I also need to learn it for this moment, this time, and this space. And so that's what I'm inviting you to maybe reflect on right now. Kind of maybe look at what you're currently going through. Maybe there's something that you're being faced with, or a mountain that He's asking you to climb, or that you feel is really big and looming over you. Whatever that is, maybe take a step back and look at God in comparison. Because you might have known Him as the great and sovereign Lord before, but remind yourself of that right now in comparison to what you are currently going through. Because I do really believe that we as people, we're fickle and we have short memories. We have short-term memory loss really, really fast. And we do need to be very intentional in reminding ourselves of who God is, how great He is, and how He compares to everything else. Because everything really does just fall away at His feet, and everything is just small in comparison to Him. So that is my encouragement for us today. I pray that this finds you well, and until next time, God bless.